centigrade and less than 50 degree centigrade, and intensity is more than 100 watt per meter square and less than 1000 watt per meter square. Now this relation can be explained with help of one example. So here we can take one example. So just you assume that an ideal solar still is
Dear
of
learner,
2 meter square.
I welcome
is
you all
placed
to the
where
MOOC
intensity
on
is
renewable energy
900 watt per
technologies
meter
and
square
their uses.
and ambient
I am
temperature is
Dr.
25
Sanjay Agarwal,
degree centigrade.
Associate Professor
So you
in
have to
Electrical
determine
Engineering,
the
School of Engineering and Technology,
output
Indira
in
Gandhi
kilogram.
National Open University,
So
New
as
Delhi.
we have already discussed the
Dear
formula,
learner,
so
in this
as you
particular
know, the
session we
distilled
will
output
discuss
may
the
be
principle of solar
calculated
still,
by using
various
following
type of
equation.
solar stills,
So distilled output
advantages
is equal
of solar
to
still.
0.0011
As you know, safe water
multiplied
for
by
drinking
intensity
purpose is
minus
one of the
0.03
major requirement of
then
all
plus
nations, especially in the development countries. This is because
0.069
water
plus
is a basic
3.34
necessity for all of us
multiplied by
along
10
with food and air.
minus
You are
6 into
familiar
intensity,
with the availability of fresh
whole
water
product is multiplied
from
by
rivers,
Ta minus
lakes
30
and
So
underground
now just you have
water
to put
reservoirs.
all the value.
The
So
rapid
ambient temperature is given
industrialization
as 25
has
degrees
resulted
centigrade
in pollution
and
of rivers
intensity is given
and lakes
900
by
watt per
dumping
meter
of
square.
industrial
So just you need to put all the
effluents
value
in them.
So
The
after
sewage
the putting the
also
value,
been thrown
you will
into
get
river.
the
This has resulted into scarcity of potable fresh water
meter
in
square,
many localities
which is
near
from equal
lakes
to
and river.
1.88 kilogram.
The man-made
because
pollution
area is
of
given as
natural
2
sources
meter
of
square.
water
So just you
is
have
the
to
single
multiply
largest factor
0.94
responsible for
multiplied
the
by
shortage of
2, so it
potable
comes
water.
1.88
Service in
kilogram.
kilogram. That about 79% of water available on the earth is salty, about 1% is fresh, and the rest, that is about 20%, is brackish. The consumption of
So dear learner,
unhygienic water
in this
is
session
one of the major
we discuss
reasons for
solar
many
still,
disease.
which is a
It
simple
estimated
technology
that
to
about
get
2
potable
billion people
or
are
you can
without
say fresh
adequate
solar distilled
access
water
to a
from
safe water
pure
supply.
water.
Many
Using
people
solar
travel
energy
up
as
to
a
30
fuel
kilometers
for its
to
various
collect fresh water
applications in domestic and industrial
activity
sector.
which takes
We
more
have
than
also
6
discussed
hours
in
daily.
brief the principle of solar
Dear
still.
learner, now
Then
we
we have
will
also
discuss
discussed
principle of
various
solar
types of
still.
solar still.
The solar still is a
we have
device
also discussed
what are the
desalinate
different impure
advantages
water
of solar
like
still.
brackish
I hope you
or
must
saline water.
understood.
It is
I
simple
hope
technology
you must
to get
understood all the
potable
topics
or
related to
fresh
solar still.
distilled water
Thank you very
from
much.
impure water using solar energy as a fuel for its various applications in domestic and industrial sectors. The working of solar still is based on the principle of evaporation and condensation. The brackish or saline water is filled in still basin which is painted black at the bottom to absorb solar radiation, as you can see in the figure. Solar radiation received at the surface is absorbed effectively by the blackened surface and heat is transferred to the water in the basin. The water temperature increases and so does the rate of evaporation. Water vapor formed by the evaporation rises upward and condenses on the inner surface of the cover glass, which is relatively cold. The condensed water vapor trickles down into troughs. From there it is collected into the storage container. Now we will discuss main features of the solar still. So these are the features of the solar still that we can discuss one by one. First one is the bottom of the basin is usually painted black to absorb solar radiation. Second feature of solar still is top of the basin is covered with glass. The glass is tilted so as to allow maximum transmission of solar radiation throughout the day. Third feature of solar still is the tilted glass enable condensed vapor to trickle down into troughs are built in a channel in the still basin. Next feature is the edges of the glass are sealed with tar tape so as to make the basin airtight. Next feature is the entire assembly is placed on stand structure. The outlet is connected to a storage container through a pipe. Provision is made to change water in the still.
If we are discuss the next feature of solar still is that a window is provided in the basin to clean the still basin from inside. The still is filled with the brackish water in a thin layer. Now we will discuss advantages of solar still one by one. Solar still have got major advantages over the conventional distillation, or you can say water purification or demineralization system. Some of these are as follows. First advantage of solar still is it produces pure water. Second, you can say no prime mover are required. Third, no conventional energy are required. No skilled operator is required. Local manufacturing and repairing is also possible. There is a low investment if you are going to manufacture this solar still. Solar still can purify highly saline water. Even it can purify sea water also. Generally, solar still are used in areas where pure drinking water is impractical. Such areas include remote location or during power crisis. In areas that frequently face power shortage, solar still can provide an alternate source of clean water. In developing countries where other technologies to effectively distill large quantities of water has not yet arrived, solar still is the best alternative. The only drawback is that they produce a relatively small amount of clean water. Now we can discuss here what are the uses of the solar still. Solar still is a useful device to get fresh or distilled water which is required in various activities like industries for the industrial process, hospital and dispensaries for sterilization, garages and automobile workshop for radiator and battery maintenance, laboratory use for analytic work, areas having dirty water for getting fresh potable water. Now we are going to discuss classification of the solar still. There are various methods of purification of the water. When conventional energy is used in place of solar energy, the process of water purification is known as distillation, as I already told you. The conventional distillation plants are energy intensive and mainly utilize non-renewable energy. Solar distillation has the several advantages like low energy consumption, simpler in design, more economical than other method and easy maintenance. This can be used at any place. So broadly if you see, the solar distillation can be classified as passive distillation and active distillation. So if we are talking about the passive solar distillation, it can again be classified as conventional solar still. The conventional single basin solar still is also known as roof type solar still, is the simplest and most practical design to provide distilled drinking water for daily needs. The conventional solar still are basically classified as symmetrical double slope type, second one is non-symmetrical double slope type, and third one is single slope type. An advantage of symmetrically double slope solar still is that it is positioned to east-west axis and therefore it is free of orientation requirement. However, in non-symmetrically double slope solar still, the low wall faces the equator to receive the maximum solar radiation for higher output. Two basic type of solar still are box and pit type. In solar still, impure water is contained outside the collector where it is evaporated by the sun through the plastic. Here you can see in the figure. The pure water vapor condenses on the cool inside plastic surface and drips down off the low point where it is collected and removed. The still is filled each morning or evening and the day's production is collected at that time. The still will continue to produce pure water even after sunset as the water is still very hot. The still has to be overfilled each day to flush out sediment. The overflow of water can be used for irrigation. The only maintenance needed is to clean the glass occasionally. Here you can see how we can classify solar passive distillation system and solar active distillation system. So solar distillation can be classified as passive distillation, and passive distillation can be classified as conventional solar still and multi-effect solar still. So solar distillation can be classified as active distillation, and active distillation can be classified as high temperature distillation and non-quaternary distillation. Now we are going to discuss double effect conventional solar still. In a conventional solar distillation unit, you have seen the following process. What are those processes? First one is solar energy is absorbed by the water and gets evaporated. Water vapor release their latent heat to the glass and get condensed. The latent heat of vaporization released to the glass cover by the vapor inside is lost to the atmosphere by convection and radiation from glass cover. The rate of loss of this heat energy depends on convective and radiative heat loss coefficient. The value of total heat loss from the glass cover is relatively low, and hence there is sharp increase in glass temperature, which results in a small temperature difference between water and glass. This adversely affects the vaporization from the water surface and leads to a lower distillate output. The rate of heat loss from the glass cover may be increased by flowing water over the glass cover for faster condensation and hence faster evaporation from the water surface in the basin. This effect has been studied by several scientists like Tiwari and Lawrence in systems known as double effect conventional solar stills. If the rate of the heat loss from the glass cover is increased, the above situation may be converted into faster condensation and hence more output. The latent heat of condensation can be utilized for increasing the system efficiency. The solar still where latent heat of condensation is utilized are the following. First one is a simple double effect solar still, second one is double basin solar still, and third one is a regenerative solar still. So now we will discuss simple double effect solar still. In a simple double effect solar distillation system, water is allowed to flow through the space of double glazing system so that evaporation does not take place as in the case of open water flow over the glass cover. The water flow will receive all latent heat of condensation from the lower basin and then gets heated, and finally it is fed into the basin as shown in the figure. The water level in the basin is maintained at desired level. The flow rate of raw water will be small so that there is a significant rise in water temperature which can be further utilized for evaporation from the lower basin. Now we will discuss active solar distillation. If you explore the possibilities of increasing the daily distillate output of solar still, you will find that daily distillate output of passive solar still can be increased by increasing the temperature difference between the evaporating and the condensing surface. How can you achieve such a condition? Such a condition can be achieved either by increasing evaporating surface temperature or by decreasing the condensing surface temperature or by combining of both. The evaporating surface temperature can be increased by feeding the thermal energy into the basin from an external source. This can be done as by non-quaternary production, that is the feeding of hot water into the basin once in a day. Second, by preheated water application, that is the feeding of hot water into the basin at constant flow rate. Third, high temperature distillation, means feeding of hot water into the basin from a solar collector panel. You have seen that in a conventional solar still with the large water depth in the basin, water is heated during sunshine hour and most of the thermal energy is stored in water mass. The stored energy is then utilized for distillation during off sunshine hours. This process of distillation in the absence of solar energy is known as nocturnal production. Nocturnal production can also be achieved by feeding the hot water available from any source in the morning or evening time for higher production. A lot of research work in this area has been done and is available in the literature. The details are beyond the scope of this particular session. However, we will mention the work of Soda et al., which was published in 1981, and others, that is Tiwari in 1992, who have studied the effect of feeding hot water in the morning on the performance of conventional solar still. It was observed that daily distillate increases with depth of water in the basin due to nocturnal effect, which is just reverse to the performance of the conventional solar still in the day. Now we will discuss how to measure the thermal efficiency of solar still. The thermal efficiency of solar still can be defined as the ratio of the amount of thermal energy utilized to the incident solar energy within a given interval. The thermal efficiency can be considered instantaneous efficiency as well as overall efficiency of the unit. So here just we will try to know what are the empirical relation for the distillate output. So here you can see that CODIS has reported two empirical relations for the daily distillate, one for the small area, that is 2.5 meter square, and another for the large area. These empirical relations are valid for the large water depth, that is from 0.01 to 0.10 meter, and optimum inclination of glass cover, that is from 20 to 30 degree. The relation are, if you see here, that distill output, which is written as m suffix w, can be written as mw is equal to 0.15 multiplied by IT, that is a intensity which is measured in watt per meter square, minus 0.39, it is for a small area with plastic cover. And second formula can also be written for the distilled output, that is mw can be written as 0.13 multiplied by intensity, that is IT, minus 0.33 for large area with glass cover. So here, as I already told you, that this distilled output, that is m suffix w, is measured in kilogram, and that IT, which is basically solar radiation, and it is measured as per unit area at a time, and unit is watt per meter square. So let us consider an ideal diffusion solar still, which is a flat plate absorber with water flow over it, and the glass cover is placed at an optimum distance from an absorber. The flowing water gets heated and then evaporated. The evaporated water is condensed on inner glass surface after releasing its latent heat of vaporization. The condensed water trickles down under gravity due to inclination, and then it is collected at the lower end of the glass cover. Hourly distillate output in kilogram per meter square from such an ideal solar still is given by mw is equal to 0.0011 multiplied by intensity minus 0.03 bracket close plus 0.0069 plus 3.34 multiplied by 10 minus 6 into intensity and then multiplied by TA minus 30. where this TA is the ambient temperature, IT is intensity, which is measured in watt per meter square. The above correlation is valid for the following condition: if ambient temperature is more than 10 degree centigrade and less than 50 degree centigrade, and intensity is more than 100 watt per meter square and less than 1000 watt per meter square. Now this relation can be explained with help of one example. So here we can take one example. So just you assume that an ideal solar still is of 2 meter square is placed where intensity is 900 watt per meter square and ambient temperature is 25 degree centigrade. So you have to determine the distillate output in kilogram. So as we have already discussed the formula, so as you know, the distilled output may be calculated by using following equation. So distilled output is equal to 0.0011 multiplied by intensity minus 0.03, then plus 0.00069 plus 3.34 multiplied by 10 minus 6 into intensity, then whole product is multiplied by TA minus 30. So now just you have to put all the value. So ambient temperature is given as 25 degrees centigrade and intensity is given 900 watt per meter square. So just you need to put all the value. So after the putting the value, you will get the distilled output is equal to 0.94 kilogram per meter square, which is come equal to 1.88 kilogram because area is given as 2 meter square. So just you have to multiply it 0.94 multiplied by 2, so it comes 1.88 kilogram. So dear learner, in this session we discuss solar still, which is a simple technology to get potable or you can say fresh solar distilled water from impure water using solar energy as a fuel for its various applications in domestic and industrial sector. We have also discussed in brief the principle of solar still. Then we have also discussed various types of solar still, and we have also discussed what are the different advantages of solar still. I hope you must understood all the topics related to solar still. Thank you very much.